Bit of a weird one, but I want to talk about the benefits of being ill while running a business. I've reflected and I've done about five key things whilst being ill, which have been really, really important, which I've been putting off but were really beneficial. But before I get into those five things, basically being ill, I've just been throwing up, which is really unlike me. So Monday I had an ab workout. I was basically in bed or throwing up. And the past 2 days, I've basically just been a pregnant woman in that I've been really sensitive to smells. Particular smells setting me off. I just kind of want to just throw up. To set up my stomach, I've been on lemon water, salt and vinegar crisps, and tomato soup. Basically, a similar diet to what my girlfriend was on when she was expecting our daughter. So that's how I've been. I've come out the other side, but within that, there's been some benefits to it because at first I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be losing time. But do you know what? It hasn't been too bad. And these are the things I've managed to get done whilst I've been in bed and in between throwing up and living life like a pregnant woman. The first thing is, I suppose, reevaluating income streams, or basically, just to put it real, just the reality of just surviving in the short term so I can build my long term business as Shakeworks. So I just made the decision, been thinking about it for a bit, to start doing the type beats game, in that I've got a lot of beats on my hard drive that I want to get out into the world, but I want to make it work. And so I've been doing a lot of YouTube research, found like a particular keyword I want to target in a style of a particular artist that I listen to a lot and that I like, and I think my beats would fit really well. And I feel good about the tracks that I'm going to finish. So that took a bit of hours going on TubeBuddy. If you don't know about TubeBuddy, really great sort of like keyword SEO kind of searching functions. Look at how different things are tagged in YouTube. But yeah, it took a few hours, but I found one, and I wouldn't have been able to have done that if I was just out and about being busy. So I managed to find a strategy which is going to basically inform another way of me just kind of keeping short-term money in, allowing me to build Shakeworks up like what I'm doing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is like partnerships. I'm at a point where I feel like my website and what I'm doing and my content's starting to make sense. So I kind of want to branch out to spread the word of what I'm doing, just to reach out to people at similar levels to me. I'm not punching hard. I'm not going, oh yeah, AJ Hall, Al Hug, hit me up. I like what I do, but I'm a small guy and I need to do my work. So, interestingly enough, I was thinking about doing partnerships, and then through my content, somebody hit me up and wants to do a joint sample pack. So, I'm in the process of going through that. Be a cool exercise to promote through both of our websites, and I'm really enjoying the prospect of it and what he's done already so far. I think it's sounding fantastic. So, I'll speak more about the specifics of that when it comes out, but I think it's just going to be a really good project. I'm looking forward to getting into it. Partnerships of, it's that win-win, spreading my reach and using my skills in different areas, focusing on baselines. Third one being personal feedback. So I don't want to say too much. So I don't want to skew anybody's thinking in case they actually watch this, but I'm gonna create a bit of a survey with some friends, some people that I know, send them some of my content, and I want them to give me their honest opinions on what they think of it, on it, because I'm at a point I'm just reevaluating kind of how I'm doing content. So that personal reflection is going to be good, and it's going to help me improve how I kind of communicate what Shakeworks does through my content. And that reflection time after I finished throwing up was pretty good, but really good, just to kind of help me hone what I'm doing even better. Because I'm not even a year into creating content, so it's all very new for me. Fourth point being product feedback. So there was somebody I noticed that tagged me using one of my baselines, and they said, "Oh yeah, it was great." And I just, he followed me. I followed him back. Checked out his stuff, really cool. So I just thought I'd message him and just say, "Oh yeah, so how did you find it using it compared to other sort of like, sample packs, how you normally create baselines?" And it was a really cool interaction because first he got back to me straight away, which I wasn't expecting because I'm just some man on the internet and you just hit me back straight away, which is really, really kind of him. But what was really interesting was when I was thinking about Shakeworks and focusing specifically on baselines and thinking about the problem from what I experienced and from what I was aware of just through conversations and watching people, he pretty much said what I was thinking on one of the main reasons why I wanted to go this route. And it was just a really, really interesting moment of like, yeah, Paul, you're onto something, keep going. It was really, really interesting. And just he was just really kind of this really complimentary. But just having that was good just to kind of reaffirm some things. But then it triggered off an idea of some things I'm going to do with people which are actively using the pack. So I'm going to interact with them a bit more, interact with actual customers. I know, Paul, that sounds very common sense, but I've done some of it, but I need to do a lot more of it. So product feedback. And then the fifth point of just some reinforcement in that. Been thinking a lot about how I'm approaching content, not just doing content for content's sake, but actually provide insights. What I talked about in a previous vlog post, inspired slash triggered by David C. Baker of like, you say you're an expert, Paul, are you about it? You know, you need to bring it. And I thought about it a bit more, and I thought actually, I'm liking the dynamic between writing blogs, podcasts, and videos and focusing on topics and really breaking down problems. I'm liking that. And it just made me just feel good about it. I needed to step back and reflect on it just to kind of have that positive reinforcement of like, yeah, Paul, keep going, keep going. And that's really what I've learned and what I've been able to achieve in between, you know, being thrown up and eating like a pregnant person that's just sick of pregnancy and just wants the baby to be out in the world. So yeah, income streams, partnerships, personal feedback, product feedback, and just reinforcement of what I'm doing. And that's what I've been doing this past week. So not throwing up anymore. The diorite is well and truly out of sight. And hopefully now that I'm better and that the weather is beautiful today, I'm going to get cracking on with some stuff and feel less sorry for myself and hopefully eat a proper meal. So that's what I've got to say. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll be back again, hopefully not ill, and I'll see what I'll talk about soon. Take care.